Hi crafters, it's Hannah here from HanCraftedCards.com. Welcome to this week's live chat and card tutorial. So yeah, what am I saying? I completely lost my train of thought there. Yes, welcome. Just before we start the tutorial, just a couple of quick reminders about the offers for this month. You can see, oh yeah, in the background I've got Mom over there. She'll be keeping an eye on any comments that you leave, so if you've got any questions or anything, then yeah, you can leave those and I'll answer them as we're going along. So just a reminder of the offers for this month. The first one is the World Card Making Day offer. That one you've got until tomorrow at if you're going to order by phone, you've got until let me just double check, until 10 to 4 if you're going to order by phone, and if you're ordering online you've got till 10 to 11. So that is for the let me just show you, that is for, bear with, that is for this offer that I showed you last week. So the stamp sets that are 15% off, the note cards and envelopes, and the fast fuse offer, the buy one get two free. So you've got until tomorrow evening to take advantage of that offer. And then the other offer for this month is the designer series paper offer. So that one is buy 3 and get 1 free. Okay. So yeah, that offer, you buy 3 packs of designer series paper and you'll get your 4th one for free. So I will very quickly show you, these are all the designer series papers that are on offer. So, oh, hang on, there we go. So you can see there's quite a few to choose from there. There is on my website, which I'll link, I'll put in the description afterwards, there is a link so you can see the PDFs of the offers that are on for this month. So yeah, that is just a reminder of the offers. And also was it Kimberly won the giveaway, and I've not heard from you yet, so if you're watching, don't forget to send me a message so I can get your mini album and the goodies that you won for the giveaway. If I don't hear from you, then I'll give it to somebody else. I'll do another draw. If you don't want them, that's fine. I'll just do another draw. So if you're watching, say hi in the comments. Like I said, Mom will be keeping an eye on that. And I think we may as well get started with today's project. So what we're going to make is a mini album, is what I call it. Oh, where's my sample? Oh, there we go. So it's just a little book. I did actually film this and put it on my Facebook page on Friday, but for some reason there was no sound. So if you follow me on Facebook, it will look familiar to you, but because there was no sound, I said I'd redo it, and obviously with sound. So hopefully I'll remember how to do it. So what you're going to start with is a piece of 12 by 12, and basically you just fold it in half to start off with, and try and get your points lined up as best as possible. So you fold it in half that way first, and then fold it in half. You know what, I forgot how to do it. Fold it in half that way, and like so. Then fold it in half, well, fold it into the middle. That's not right, is it? So, oh yeah, I remember what I'm doing. Oh yeah, so fold into the middle, and then fold into the middle again. Turn it that way, I can do it a bit easier. So, into the middle. And again, trying to get lined up here straight. You know, when you're doing a project and then your mind goes blank and you think, how did I do that again? So, so we've just folded into the middle that way and folded it in half. So coming back to this direction, we need to fold up, and I just guessed, but to make it a little bit easier when you're doing it, if you need to, then grab your scoreboard and just score it at about, what did I do on this one? About 1.5 inches. Thanks, Mum. Whoops, don't score too hard. 1.5 inches on either end. So I'll go over that again because that might be a little bit confusing how I've just done that. So you're going to fold it in half that way, and then score 1.5 inches on either end. So you fold it in half 1.5 inches that way, then turn it and fold it in half, and then fold it into the middle. So does that make sense? Let me know in the comments if it does. And then these two sides, the 1.5 inches bit, you're just going to fold those up, and that's going to make our pockets. So, okay, so then you've got that. So you've got your 2.5 inch flaps that side, and then up this way is where you folded it in half and up to the middle. So now we are going to cut. So grab your scissors and you're just going to cut up this middle line up to the 1, 2, 3, third horizontal line. So just up that middle section, middle score line. And you could do this on your paper trim if you wanted to get a perfectly straight line. So there, I'm just going to cut up to there. So you've got these two sections. So you've got 1, 2, 3, 4 rectangles, and you've just cut up the 3 of them. Okay, so at this point just make sure everything's scored really well, and you're just going to fold up in a concertina. So if you go in first and then fold under, and I'm scoring as I go, fold up, then under, then over, over and over, and I will show you that again just so you can see the folding pattern again. And again, really burnish well. Okay, so you've got your, I call them trouser legs, they look like legs. So starting on the left side, fold up, under, up, under, up, under, up, and that makes your little book. This one's actually come out better than my sample did. So then if you stand up, you've got something that looks like that. So to make your pages, you're going to stick these two sections together and then this one together. So start with, just go one at a time. So we'll start with this one. So these two pages we're going to stick together. So just open that out and add whatever adhesive you like. I'm using Fast Fuse just because I bought a load of it in the offer. So those two together. So that's those two. Then these two. So again, Fast Fuse. Okay, so then we're going to stick those together. So we've got that, and then we've just got this last section here to stick together. So if you go one at a time, then it's less confusing which bits you've got to stick together, because it can be a little bit confusing where you've got to go. So you will now have 3 pages that are stuck together and 2 single ones, so that's going to make your cover. So you've got that. So all I would do next is, so you've got your front cover, open it up and you can see your pocket there, but you've got an open flap there. So I just grabbed a glue dot and closed that up. So just pop a glue dot under there and it just closes that pocket. I mean, it really doesn't matter, you can leave it open if you want to, but just to make it a little bit neater, I closed it. So there, and then this side. Oops, and this one. Like that. So that is your little book with pockets made. So you can slip something in there, little photographs or ticket stubs or whatever. So I thought for this one I would make a cover, because the first one I didn't bother make a cover, but this one I thought I would, just to show you how to do that. And I did also have another idea that I might try. Might not work, but I'll give it a go. So I've just cut a piece that is, how big did I do it? 2 3/4 by 4 1/8. So it's just a little bit smaller than the album, and we'll just do a little bit of stamping on there. Hi Leanne. So oh, I didn't get my stamp set. Where is Eastern? Oh, there it is. The Eastern Beauty stamp set, which is the one that coordinates with the designer series paper, which is the Eastern Palace speciality designer series paper. So I'm just going to do a little bit of stamping. I've got lemon lime twist and dapper denim, and not sure what I'm going to stamp, but we'll see. Okay, so I'm thinking to do a nice little design, because it's only a small bit of card, so something like that. And then to think of you is to smile, yeah, that one. So something like that, yeah, that'll look good, I think. So let's do the circle first, and we'll do that in lemon lime twist. and try and get that in the centre like so. Just clean that off. Then I'm going to do the little thing, I don't know what to call that, in the corners. Like so. Whoops. And then the sentiment in Dapper Denim, and hopefully I'll get that in the middle. Yeah. Yeah. So then this can go on the front. There we go. So that is your little mini album. So the other idea I had was to make a little sleeve to go over it. So I'm going to just clean this stamp off. Grab another piece of designer series paper and then cut it down and see if it'll work. So this is 4.5 inches high. So if I grab another piece, you'll see if this will work. It might not. Just grabbing the trimmer. Oops. So I'll cut that at 4.5. So that's 4.5 by the full 12, and then just which side? Actually, I'll do that side. So wrap it around, and don't make it too crazy tight. So just going to wrap it like that. And then mark where I'm going to cut it, so about there. You know, use a pencil, not your pokey tool, but that's all I've got to hand. So and I'm going to cut. So that is about, I'll give you a measurement, about, where's my mark gone? That's about just over 7 inches. So 4.5 by 7 inches will be enough to make a wrap. But before we stick it down, we need to make a finger hole. So wrap it around how it's you know, the way it's going to go, and then with it wrapped, just punch about a half circle in the middle. So you've got a little finger hole there, and then when you stick it down, so I'm going to add some fuse there and there. So that you can grab it and pull it out. There you go. So that's another way that I thought you could finish it off. And I'm not going to be able to get it back in now, am I? So this is why you don't do it too tight. So you can squeeze it back in. Right, I'm going to get this back in, she says. Okay, so make sure yours isn't too tight. There we go. There. So again, you could decorate the front bit of that as well. So that is that little project. So I'm thinking, shall we do another card? Should we do a card? Yeah, we'll do a quick card just because I've just had a new stamp set that's literally just come today and I want to have a play with it. So thought I may as well do a quick card with you guys. Seeing as you're here, we'll do a card. So this is the stamp set, just add text. Now this one is in the offer, isn't it? Let me just check. It is in the World Card Making Day offer. Am I right? Or am I wrong? I could be wrong. Yes it is. I've just found it. Yeah, so if you get this today up until tomorrow, you'll get 15% off. So it's a good time to get it. So this reminded me of a stamp set that we had during Celebration. Was it this year or last year? It kind of was something similar to that. So I thought that I would do what I did with that stamp set. So I've got a Flirty Flamingo card base and Flirty Flamingo layer and then a Whisper White layer. So we're going to stamp on this one. So see, this is literally brand new. I haven't even put the stickers on yet or anything. So we'll see if this will work with this stamp set. It might not. We'll see. Oops. Okay. So what we're going to do is do some embossing and then do some inking. So first things first, with embossing, use your embossing buddy. You want to use this because it will stop any fingerprints or any oils. If you've got lotion on your hands, which I've always got lotion on my hands, it will stop it from getting fingerprints and the embossing powder sticking where you don't want it to stick. So let's ink this up and see how it looks. Well, I'm going to turn it that way just so I can see what I'm doing. Just making sure it is fully inked. I think that is. And then stamp it down. Ooh. And this is clear embossing powder that I'm using. Whoops. So let's chuck that on. Whoa, don't need that much, but okay. Well, I think it's come out okay. So we'll just heat set that. Let me just move my embossing powder out the way. move that out of the way. So it's going to get a bit loud because I've got my heat tool on, so if you warm it up a little bit as well, it does it better. Okay. Don't burn your fingers. There. So obviously you can't see what it says yet, but you will very soon. So that's embossed, clear embossing powder, and I've got 3 ink colours. I've got So Saffron, Pool Party, and Flirty Flamingo. So yeah, heat embossing is my absolute favourite technique. I love it. So I've got my stamping sponge here. So that's the house phone. Don't answer it, it's fine. So yeah, that's the house phone. Hello. So I'm just going to start inking.
I'm kind of busy at the moment. Oh, you'll have to excuse me, please.
So I'm just inking. Inking up. And then you'll start to see the sentiment in a moment. So I'm just doing sort of 3 spots first for the first colour, then blending into that with the second colour. I think I need to re-ink this. Pool Party. Okay. And going over where we've embossed, you'll see the ink going into the letters. So I'm kind of overlapping the colours a little bit. So where those have overlapped, you'll get another colour. Like so. Oh, it makes my arm hurt. Oh, that's how little exercise I do. That's actually aching my arm. Oh dear. So, next colour. A little rainbow going on. And where are we? Over here. I didn't quite heat that bit right in the middle. Okay. So I'm just, yeah, happy with that. Then you can add a bit more colour to whichever bit needs a little bit more colour. There. And then I usually go along the edge with one colour. Whichever my favourite colour is that I'm using, I'll probably just ink the edge with that. So I need to just quickly heat that little bit in the middle because it's not melted right, so bear with. There we go. You might not have been able to see it, but it was still a little bit grainy just in that centre bit there, so I hadn't melted the embossing powder enough. So now that I've finished inking, I mean there's not much to buff, but I'll just then go over your embossing with a dry paper towel, and any ink that is sitting on top of the embossing will just buff off. So, oh, that looks so cool, I love it. And just want a little bit more of the blue. You can keep going back and adding more colour if you want to. There. So, it's going to go on here. Oh well, that'll do. And then there. And then I'm going to pop that up. Just learning to I love blending inks, Leanne. It makes, you can get so many different effects when you just have a play. Just grab any 3 colours, literally any random 3 colours, and just see how it turns out. So there you go. That is so cute. I really like that. We do need some bling though. I think pearls on this one. So just a few pearls. Oops. 2, 3. And I go in odd numbers as well when I'm adding stuff, because it just seems to look better. So there, 5 pearls. I really should close all these inks up because I'm going to stick my hand in one. So let's just close these. And that is the card done. And there's our other little project there. And our little mini book. This one's actually turned out better than the first one I did, so yay. Okie dokie, so I hope that you have enjoyed those 2, where are we? Oh, what's happening? There we go. I hope you've enjoyed those 2 tutorials for today. Yeah, I'm loving how this turned out. It's really cute. So as always, if there are any questions or any techniques you would like to see, let me know in the comments. After the video, after the live stream is finished, all the comments that you've made will disappear. So if you've got any questions or anything, leave them on the video when it's all up and complete. So thank you very much for joining me, everybody, and I will see you, well, the next video is up on Wednesday. That will be the colour challenge. Then Friday on Facebook I will have a video up, and then Saturday back here, and then Monday I think I will be doing another live tutorial. So I will see you live next week. So thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you then. Bye.